Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into the Indian Army. It's really quite remarkable, one of the world's biggest land forces.
Absolutely enormous. And its history, well, it doesn't start where you might think.
Right, it actually traces back to the East India Company. We're talking, what, over 250,000 native soldiers by the early 1800s?
Yeah, huge force even then.
Yeah.
But the real shift, the thing that fundamentally shaped its character, came after the Indian Mutiny of 1857.
That was a watershed moment, wasn't it?
Definitely. The British completely restructured recruitment afterwards. They consciously favored what they termed martial races. Think Punjabi Muslims, Sikhs, Gurkhas, Pathans.
So that policy decision really embedded certain traditions and identities within specific regiments?
Exactly. And you can still see echoes of that legacy in the makeup of many units today. It's quite profound.
So our goal here, our mission for this deep dive, is to really unpack how that colonial era force evolved. How did it become this highly professional, very deliberately apolitical institution that India relies on?
And one that contributes significantly on the world stage, too.
Yeah. And it faced its first massive challenge almost immediately after independence, didn't it? The 1947-48 war with Pakistan over Jammu and Kashmir.
Straight into a major conflict. So building that stable democratic foundation under such pressure was critical. A key piece of that is the Army Act of 1950.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, it establishes the Army's distinct legal framework. It's essential for discipline, for operations, protecting personnel in the line of duty, but it also creates this unique space for the military within a civilian-led democracy.
So there's a kind of inherent tension there, or maybe a balance.
A delicate balance, yes.
Yeah.
And there's, significant discourse around that autonomy and its relationship with the civilian government. It's crucial to understanding how it maintains that apolitical stance.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk structure. It's architecture. There's the main Army HQ in New Delhi, obviously, but then it branches out regionally.
Into 7 commands spread across India. Yeah. This isn't just about geography, though. It's about strategic depth and flexibility.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Take Central Command, headquartered in Lucknow. It's primarily a strategic reserve, meaning it can be rapidly retasked, sent wherever needed. That adaptability is built in.
Got it. And within that large structure, there are some very specialized units.
Oh, absolutely. You've got the mechanized power of the Armored Corps with their main battle tanks like the T-90 Bhishma. That's about conventional strength.
Right.
But then you have the infantry, incredibly versatile, storied regiments like the Gurkha Rifles, known for their fearsome reputation in close quarters combat in tough terrain.
And then the elite of the elite, I'm thinking of the Parachute Regiment, the Special Forces, their motto is pretty striking. Men apart, every man an emperor.
That tells you something, doesn't it? They're the tip of the spear for high-stakes operations, counterterrorism, unconventional warfare, precision work.
Yeah.
And there's another really unique formation, the Rashtriya Rifles, the RR.
Ah, yes. Specifically for counterinsurgency in Jammu and Kashmir.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's composed entirely of volunteers seconded from other Army regiments. Its existence really highlights how internal security became sort of a permanent and strategically vital mission for the Army.
It reflects a deeper reality about some of the internal challenges India faces.
It does. It signifies a long-term commitment to that particular role.
Now, shifting gears a bit, beyond internal duties and its structure, the Army's achievements are pretty significant. The 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War stands out.
Immensely significant. Indian forces, working with the Bangladeshi freedom fighters, the Mukti Bahini, achieved the surrender of over 90,000 Pakistani troops.
90,000. That's staggering. The largest surrender of soldiers since World War II, right?
It is a decisive military victory with huge geopolitical consequences for the subcontinent.
But it's not just about combat effectiveness. There's a major humanitarian role, too.
Absolutely. Look at Operation Maitri after the 2015 Nepal earthquake, a devastating event.
I remember that. What was the Army's role?
They were incredibly fast responders. They evacuated over 43,000 Indian citizens and about 150 foreign tourists, provided critical aid. It really showcased their capacity as a force for good in disaster relief, not just regionally, but potentially beyond.
And that extends globally, too, with UN peacekeeping. India's contribution there is massive.
It's actually the largest cumulative troop contributor to UN missions worldwide. Over 244,000 to 500 personnel deployed to more than 49 missions over the years.
Wow. And they sent the first ever all-women contingent to a UN mission, didn't they, to Liberia in 2007?
They did, a real milestone. It speaks volumes about their commitment to international peace and security.
So this is clearly not a static force. It's constantly evolving.
Continuously. Modernization is ongoing,
Heh.
upgrading tanks, improving artillery, but also crucially developing cyber capabilities. And there's a strong emphasis on Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliance and defense production.
To maintain that strategic edge in a, let's face it, pretty complex neighborhood and world.
Exactly. Adapting to new threats, new technologies, it's constant.
So pulling it all together, what we see is an institution that's undergone this incredible transformation, from complex colonial roots to a really robust professional force. It's become a symbol of reliability, deeply trusted by the Indian public.
Managing external defense, complex internal security situations, and major humanitarian efforts. It's a wide remit.
It really is.
Which leads to, I think, a final thought, something for you listening to consider. In today's world, which is only getting more complex, how does an army like this one, built on such deep, sometimes complicated history, operating under its own unique legal act, how does it continue to juggle all these immense responsibilities? How does it maintain that crucial apolitical stance and truly remain a stabilizing force, both for India and potentially for the wider world? What does that careful balancing act really entail day to day?